All right, so it is 5:07 p.m. and I want to give you guys, honestly, just an update about things changing, because a lot of things are, and I want to document it, keep it in the loop. So, first and foremost, yesterday we had a crazy all-nighter and I got the business channel video live. And honestly, maybe this is 2020 hindsight, but I don't really like the thumbnail anymore. So let me show you guys, if you didn't watch the episode where I made it. This was the original thumbnail for the video, and I was talking specifically about YouTube. In my editing of the video, I realized that I don't actually talk about just YouTube. In fact, I spend the majority of the video talking about his short form content. That's not true. I spend the majority of the video talking about a mix between branding, short form content, and all the other stuff in his ecosystem, and then how it relates to his YouTube. But I'm not like talking about here's how he does the thumbnails or any of that stuff. So I say that because what's very interesting is I was not planning to have it operate like that, and now that it is, I guess, it's just an odd thing that I have to accept. But I have positioned the video around personal brand. And sorry, the reason I'm not looking at you is because I'm trying to get the thumbnail pulled up, because these are the most professional videos on the internet that you're watching. And I take these extremely seriously. It's like, I'm giving it my all right now. All right, here we go. So this was the thumbnail that I don't like. It looks good design-wise. It looks good like this. But what if I go and, oh, I don't know how I'm supposed to get my finger over here, so I have to put it down. All right. What if I go like this? Now, you're missing that contrast. And there's a whole bunch of other videos that are like green pop crazy. And the only reason why this contrast doesn't exist is because the background is not really the right color. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna change it, because to show you guys some analysis, some YouTube analysis, which, oh my lord, that's like the story of my life at this point. But this is where the video stands, and honestly, I'm quite happy. Like, within a completely flat channel, like, sorry, if I show you guys the analytics of the vlog channel, you'll see why I'm so happy. I just got the video live for yesterday. It's like 4 views, 3 views, like it's like no views at all. So I'm happy when I launch a new channel and like people actually watch it. But if I show you guys the actual stats in here, so be so kind to load. You had no issues before. Okay, 120 views, and you can see impressions, like not bad, like pretty decent trend. You don't really, like, this line doesn't matter here. It's such a small sample size. This is important because when this video first came out, and I wish click-through rate graphs were more, yeah, okay, here we go. So the first click-through rate when it caught impressions were like 1.4 to 1.3. I was like, oh my gosh, they were cooked. Then this, okay, so this, I've never seen this before, but this is an 100% impression hit on a 4-hour time interval period. And pretty much this means that like everybody who saw the video in that hour clicked it. Now the thing is that the video stopped gaining impressions. Like, I wish I can, maybe I can add, compare, yeah, here we go, add. Why is it not showing this? Anyways, you can, why is it not showing my compression? Sorry guys. But nobody who saw the video here, like maybe 1 or 2 people saw it and they clicked through it, got this crazy candle. This one, 12, and it jumps up and down, but you can see it was extremely mid, and it had a 1.3% click-through rate in the first 24 hours total. But now, if I just zoom to since published, it hit on the 24-hour period of 2.9, and the second day, you can see it's at 5.8 already. And it's funny, if I show you guys in my main channel, the Brez video, you might be able to see this, but you can see, and by the way, click-through rate as a video like progressively gets more and more views will always just inherently go down. That's kind of the way it works. But let me show you guys the click-through rate on this one. So if I were to go, sorry, I want to show you guys, like, I know it seems little, but like I always appreciate when someone shows me the analytics on videos. So I'm just going to show you guys. So you can see 1.2 million impressions, 5% click-through rate, 100K views. Cool. Now, clicking in, and by the way, that is not normal to me. It's like, okay, it's a bit more that those denominations are more normal to me now, but like, don't get that twisted with like the fact, because I know when I am like talking to clients and even myself sometimes, like I can vividly remember when I used to look at like a number of 100, like a 1K views and be like, what the fuck, that's crazy. So like, please, I don't want to just like jump over that if anybody is a creator watching this, especially business creators, because it's a lot harder to get a lot of views. But I click in and I show you guys the first 24 hours of this video. You can see before I switched my thumbnail, first off, the impressions were very low. And if I were to also show you, so guess where I changed the, the thumbnail? It was like right around here if I had to guess. And right now it's looking at the metrics of watch times, hours, okay, I don't want to see that. I just want to see CTR. So reach, impressions, click-through rate. Cool. So you can see for the first 2-3 hours or so, and then honestly like the first few overall days, it's at like a 3.3% click-through rate, which is not good. And then if I show you like first 7 days, you can see it jump to 5.1. That's because the click-through rate after I changed the thumbnail, and not the actual thumbnail, just like the main image of him in the middle, I changed it to a more recognizable image of him. The click-through rate jumped to like 10%, so it skews the data. So yeah, that's interesting stuff on the video. And back to the point of why I'm showing you guys all this. I'm very happy to see the new channel start off like this. And I did promotion on my thing with the community post, and you can see again it's skewed up, so I'm excited to see how that kind of pans out. This video doesn't have a CTA, but it has my stuff linked, and I also did the top comment as that. Thrown it on my Instagram stories, did everything over there, and yeah, I'm like gaining subscribers and followers off my entire ecosystem now. So that's awesome, and it's minor, but it feels really good to have my ecosystem as I saw it in my head be an actuality. Because I have a cat. Because as I saw, maybe it's a black cat. Let me see. I don't think I should tell you guys everything then if I just saw a black cat. But the way that I see things, it's not a black cat, we're good. The way that I see things, Reality Transurfing is where I got that from, if anybody's wondering. It's a great book. But it's really good to have my ecosystem functioning, because I've been talking about like, hey, I have 3 channels that I run for quite some time now. Definitely throughout the entire duration of this series. Actually, no. Probably like very soon after this series started, I made the decision to do that, but it's annoying. So now that I have the video live, I can actually say that I'm doing that, which is good. And it is putting me in this space where I'm now finally feeling the joy of finishing these projects that I've been working on. So that's really good. Now what I just need to figure out is how to continue scaling this. And in doing that, one of the big changes, and probably why I'm recording this right now, is I'm realizing more and more that the utility around the personal channel and what it's actually meant to do is not be a cinematic thing of my life. And it's funny, I was talking to a friend who was like very, hopefully it's quieter. I was talking to a friend who was honestly, like I showed him one of the videos, I think it was the day 100 video, where I spent a lot of time on like the cinematography and all those elements. And he goes to me, it's like, yeah, this is great stuff, but I don't like actually see the value in why you're doing this. And I'll be honest, I completely disagreed with him. I was like, dude, what do you mean? These visuals look sick. But as I move projects on the other channels, I am very humbly reminded that like the actual content that people care about is not this when it comes to the cinematics, engagement, etc. Like, this channel is for the people who like me, and the people who like me probably don't like me because of my ability to aesthetically portray my life. They like me because of the words that I say, and I guess lessons, personality, whatever it might be. So I've been really thinking about this, and I'm going to go for a run because I've not been seeing daylight in days. In a second here, but the real utility around this channel is me talking, and maybe there's a small part of this, like the people that watch this channel that enjoy the cinematic stuff and like the more vloggy style content. However, I do the same thing every day, and it's almost as if I can only set up so many camera spots in my room. And because of that, giving you guys the cinematic bits and then going into like a 3-minute rant that I'm condensing down just because I want to, I don't know, make it more appealing and flow better because you might get bored during this. I don't know, it doesn't make sense now that I'm shipping projects out on my 2 other channels, and it's kind of just reminding me like what the purpose of this is. And maybe anybody that does watch these, I always say, like, could somebody comment? But nobody ever comments. It's like throwing it into the abyss. But yeah, I think this is meant to be more of a diary where I talk, and I'll still do my best to do like on-the-go cinematography, but I am, after going through a period of experimentation where I'm learning about like color grading, establishing shots, and learning how to set up all the cinematics behind something, I'm realizing that like the reason why people would care about these videos has nothing to do with cinematics. It's me sharing the lessons that I'm learning, and this has been one of the lessons that I've been learning. And it's a great lesson for me because it means that I can focus more on crystallizing my thoughts, which is a genuinely positive habit to have, rather than not crystallizing my thoughts, feeling it kind of get bound up, which also happens when I don't like meditate and journal as much, and then throw on like whatever nice song I'm listening to do like the match cut edit, and like I'm sitting there knowing I could be working on other things, going through like each beat of the song, doing the match cut. And I don't hate that. Like, I still want to do that sometimes to introduce scenes and share what's going on. But I also believe in this more dialogue and diary experience. So that's the overall lessons of what's been going on. And now that the ecosystem's fully running, what I think makes the most sense. So to all the friends who were kind of telling me like, you're spending too much time making the vlogs look pretty, you're totally right. I hand you it. I told you so. You were right. I was wrong. I wanted them to be cool. I got them kind of cool, but I'm realizing that there's really no point. But yeah, I said it in a client meeting in the video that I was editing. There's no major innovation for me when it comes to the overall strategy. I have the channels. I know what needs to be posted on them. I know what the process for getting those videos out looks like. I just have to do it. And the only thing that I'm contending with now is how I can run the agency alongside that in a way that scales it and brings in income. But I think that's a pretty simple question to answer. It just comes down to me being able to far better hire editors, outsource, and run a team, which I have the complete capacity to do. It's just about doing it. That's a different story. And making time in order to do it, which again is not the issue. The issue for me is that thinking about that as an issue stops me from acquiring clients, which then just what's it called? It's not perturbate. It's just like makes the problem worse. There was a cool word I was thinking of for it. But anyways, that's what's going on. And now what my rest of the day is going to look like is going to go for this run. And the main reason I'm doing it is because, again, like I said, I haven't seen sunlight in a few days, but I want to crystallize, now that I'm over the hump in this project, or partially over the hump, the main channel video still needs to be done. What are the levers, and what should I be focusing on in order to make this run and work the way I want to? And again, I always contend with this, where I could make it more simple. Like, I could stop recording these videos and I could stop doing the business channel videos, but I would be building something that feels incomplete to me. I wouldn't be the brand that I want. I wouldn't be able to have a perception of me that I enjoy online. And that's something that's, as you look at people who survive in industries, something that's very important is, if you don't kind of round your digital image to represent each part of you that you feel the need to express, what will end up happening is you get bottled up. And it's honestly, I saw this weird thing, and this is going to be the most odd thing that you ever hear me. No, it won't be, but it's an odd thing. I was watching these YouTube videos, and by the way, I watch an unhealthy amount of just YouTube as I'm like editing, going throughout my day, whatever. And it actually fuels what gives me a taste to make good videos as well. But it was this weird situation where there was this person that's called a VTuber, and they're like a digital creator that doesn't show their face. And this guy was talking about how there's like a disconnect between identity when somebody is playing that character, and how even actors deal with it. And it made me consider the fact that that's exactly what I was experiencing only doing the creator breakdowns, because you lose that element where you just want to share who you are in your most like authentic self. There's no like bravado here. I'm sitting in my bed. This is me. This is what I do. And I think the only reason I'm able to do this is because it's such a juxtaposition to the creator breakdowns, where it is actually zero me, and I'm merely just a vehicle for transmuting information about somebody else that the viewer cares about. So I say all of that because while it's not necessarily optimal for hyperspeed growth, I mean, if I focused on just the main channel, didn't even worry about the agency, I'd bet I would have got 2 or 3 videos out by now, and I'd be a lot more popular on that main channel. But I wouldn't feel round, and it would eventually lead to a burnout. And there's this there's a school of thought on this that I can also adopt, which is like, hey, why don't you just go Mach speed on the main channel and then around yourself later? And the issue with that is you don't know. Like, when somebody does that, they end up rounding themselves out of necessity, and everybody that formed the image around the one thing like calls them like going soft. So an example of that recently is like Kai Cenat, if anybody's seen. He's the most popular streamer in the world, and I, just by way of playing video games for my entire teenage life, know a lot about the streaming world and even stream myself. I saw him when he was like on the way up, and he just focused on streaming. He saw this massive meteor success, but now he's in a situation where he's almost like depressed because of it, and he's trying to round out and start different ventures, and he's getting just a lot of backlash for it. Now, whether that's just a consequence of the game or whatever it might be, the approach that I personally want to take is going a little bit slower, like not rushing the growth, but having it be a complete sense of growth, so that as the attention does come and things do grow, I never feel any friction around creating stuff because this is what I've been doing. I enjoy doing it in this way, but then also, like, as the final aspect, I don't mind how I do it and how people view me for it. I'm a lot more apt to take hate when I have a genuine representation of myself. It sucks to take hate when you're trying to play to something that you're not, and you get very insecure. Because I can contend with the fact like, hey, somebody doesn't like me or agree with my ideas. That's okay. Nobody, like, if you expect everybody to like you, just whatever. But it does affect you, and it does get insecure. And if you do feel insecure when people give you hate, and I still do to this day sometimes, but it's honestly just a representation of the only reason it bothers you is because you don't feel secure in that belief you have. So it bothers you when you're perceived as a result of it, or judged as a result of it, better word. So that's just a reason why I do these. And again, the way the channels look is like, first off, we had the business channel at 0, the vlog channel like here, and then the main channel like here. Now it's like the vlog channel is like up here. It's like 70 subscribers, like not much at all. The business channel is like up here because it's like growing in viewership, and the main channel is still up here, but it's going to slowly round itself out where each part of the ecosystem makes more sense, and I'm able to do this for a longer time because of that. And yeah, I need to do this more. Okay, this is definitely what I'm bringing these videos back to. And fuck it, fuck the visuals. Yeah, I just want to talk. So awesome. I'm gonna go for a run, and yeah, let you know if I have any other crystallized thoughts to share.